it's time for the tale of the tape. And here is Nigel BENN. He's 5 foot 10 inches tall with a 72.8-inch reach. Up against them, Saul Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
It's Nigel BENN, that dark destroyer.
All right, y'all give me 1 second. I gotta eat that.
Legendary fighters from England. This man has to be on the list. Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from London, England, here is a middleweight and super middleweight champion of the world, known as the Dark Destroyer, introducing Nigel BENN. Fighting out of the blue corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell. There's the bell to start round 1. Through the hook, didn't land. And he scores with the counter. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. That hook is parried away. There's a counter shot. He threw a... Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Ring Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Body shot.
Score. Not a lot of defense here at all. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Let's talk about BENN in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on the...
Here we go for round 2. Canelo
Oh, God, uppercut.
here going to the canvas. And now they're right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell them when they go to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
The perfect counter lands. The counter punching. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits up.
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up
ever hit
that
that
again.
flow
Where did
before?
that come from?
Has he ever hit the ground?
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. You have once, you got away with it. You can do it again.
Jab slightly off target. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. How about Alvarez in that last round? On to the third. See how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle. He's got to bluff.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter shot.
Nice combo.
Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer.
Oh,
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
oh.
Perfect counter shot. Carries that jab away. That counter shot lands. These two were made for each other.
Woo!
Lincoln, you miss a good thing we can watch
Yes,
that
sir.
over again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the god.
Talk about Alvarez in that last round. His legs are gone, but somehow he's still in this fight.
There's
Wait.
always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Take the round off, win the round.
Nice round, good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good match. We're thinking.
Back at it,
Yeah,
round 4.
thinking.
It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Knockdown twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Punch, counter punch. These two fighters are
Oh.
We've never
hate to see that.
Yo, what up?
Alvarez in that last round. Let's see how the game plays. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to post around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Ronaldo in serious, a big, heavy blow. And Saul is down. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
Oh, he's trying to mark him. Golly.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
What a shot! What a shot! You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
Demolition style. Golly. Crushing hits. Oh, man. Who is this? Robert Casasia. What is this bear-like man? Bear tribal man. Sweet cat in the book.
Talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this.
Sugar Ray up against them, Fists of Fire from Mexico.
It'll be ding-ding from first belt. They're off.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Let's get it. Ribs.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Palmer Park, Maryland.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. They exchange punches. Straight right just misses. Wasn't ready for that counter punch. Didn't land that jab. That counter punch caught him clean. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
Well, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
How about that time counter shot? Counter punching. Catch and shoot. Which one of these athletes is going to say I can't take it anymore? And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Good counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have hurt.
Done all you were.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then pull the pressure on.
That left hook doesn't find its target. Punch, counter punch. This may do it. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
His counter punch right up the middle. Halfway through the round and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
When you're fighting a counter puncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counter puncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to double a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punching, yeah, watching every move, that every twitch.
Block the uppercut. Perfect counter lands. He blocks the right uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I promise you.
Switching off, you're starting to make.
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that hands down.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Nice counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
He ain't dancing.
This match get turned.
He won't dance.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that hands down.
Good one. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. What a round so far as we reach the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter punch. There's a counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight, fiery fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play hard, play team.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. Time for the 5th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he scores with the counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? That counter shot lands. Nice counter. That jab won't score. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. You know that. There's the bell to start round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on it. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Perfect counter shot. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Power, that power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice counter punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter. Perfect counter shot. Catch and shoot. Swing and a miss with that hook. Perfect counter lands. Both men step back for just a moment. They exchange punches. Nice counter. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to
Get this boxing back together.
There's the bell, start round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come up and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him up. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Good counter punch. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Please wait through the fight. If you are tired, this could be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. And we may see a stoppage here. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Missing with the hook. Jab misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That
Want to win this fight?
There's the bell to start round 8. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on it. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They got rocked. What a moment this is. Disaster averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Good counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receiver back. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
So close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well done with that counter shot. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Perfect counter lands. Good counter punch. They better start respecting each other's punching power. And he scores with the counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. I'm not sure about the judges on this one. A split decision win.
These guys are doing their job right.
Like you made this joke?
Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisha. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for and it's Nigel the Dark Destroyer Benn, one of the greatest English champions of all time. This legendary middleweight fights out of London, England. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Oh, and the right hook clipped him clean. They exchange punches. Good counter punch. Can't land the jab there. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter shot. This fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to walk at their own pace. You speak.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Robinson goes to the canvas. Sir, yes, sir! Blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
A shot from the gods took him out.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues.
Now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Counter shot lands. Well done with that counter shot. Insane action. Beautiful counter punch. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably around. Hold that thought. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Love the
You're better than
response,
that,
though.
kid.
Got back
Go
up.
back out there.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? He threw a punch and just got countered. Robinson hit hard and he may be ready to go. Disaster averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Sugar Ray is down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Right on. What a shot.
On their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom. Back in the same spot again. That once, you got away with it. You can do it again.
They're going to pick things up halfway through the round here.
The best start, but you know what? The corner now is down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. I don't believe it. One of the all-time greats. Robinson goes down. That punch to the head looks so good live. See it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
I've got to see that again.
Time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here. I'm alive.
Hey, so that's sweet.
Like you made this joke?
Hey, so that's sweet.
are fighting in Atlantis. How about this crazy venue? Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
You try to
Smoke it. This is my...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, the Olympic gold medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of Famer from the Golden Era.
All the talking has been... Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Nice hook. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside and just banging and banging and banging.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? It appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What you do, you step back, steady yourself.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Defense on that hook. You'd like to see more jabs. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. We've got the momentum. On to the second round. Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Both men step back for just a moment. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter shot. Perfect counter shot. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Left-handed jab doesn't quite score. He threw a punch and just got countered. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round.
Very. Whoa, wait a minute. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Big shot, and down goes Ali. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more. It's not over till it's fight's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge. There's the bell to start round 3. How to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to slough him.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Well done with that counter shot.
Hey, so that's
Yes, sir.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Unlucky to miss with that jab. Can you imagine if he knocks out Joe Frazier? How is Frazier still standing?
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it.
Frazier ain't playing.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Beautiful counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the... Here we go to the 4th round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Muhammad Ali is the greatest. Muhammad Ali is down. Do you believe it? And things are looking more dramatic in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What?
Frazier wore him on down.
We got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Don't waste time. Get stuck behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose, man.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
The best start, but you know what? The cornermen now it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
That jab misses. One punch could change everything in this battle. The perfect counter lands. That counter shot lands. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knock. On to the 5th we go. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, you've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And misses with that jab. They exchange punches. Very good. Did you see that? If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Thought we were going to see the finish there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Let's see if they go to the body. Pull it right there. Oh, no. Ali is down. Let's see that again.
Let's see that again.
Taking multiple hits. Yeah.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout.
Think you made this, Joe? Think you made this, Joe?
The weather couldn't be more perfect. Sunny skies as we get set to rumble here at Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me, here it's the
It's our boxing.
a lot of
Only way we
pre-match
gonna win
drama,
this.
and they will settle their score under the sun here in this outdoor venue. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Nice straight. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. How about that time counter shot? Open air stadium, blazing sun. What do you think about this?
Todd, this is something you could never ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do you train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fights make.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up